Well, hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth. This is The Joyful Sojourn, a community of people that love stationery and planning and doing things creatively on paper. And if that sounds like your kind of community, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be decorating the week of March 30th in my Hemlock and Oak minimalist in the B5 size, and we're going to be using stickers from KrissyAnne Designs. So I was looking through my collection. I did a mega haul at the beginning of the year. So if you want to see just all that she has to offer. Ooh, I'm like kind of tempting myself with other things. Oh, she does have Easter themed ones. I'm not gonna do the Easter themed ones, but if you want to see all these stickers in this binder from KrissyAnne Designs, then I will leave her. I'll leave that video down in the description box. I think these are the ones I want to use this week. It is the week of Easter, and I do observe Easter as a born-again believer. I believe in the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, and that he is the hope and salvation for humanity. And so I do observe Easter, but I don't have any like super Eastery stickers that I can remember, and I'm partway through packing at my home, and so I just don't have the capacity to look through my sticker collection to find Easter stickers. So we're going to be using these ones from KrissyAnne Designs. This is like a whole collection or a whole kit. It is CAD JK007. And then each sheet has its own number. So this is number 2, number 3, number 5, number 6, 7, and 8. Now I'm limited on time today, so we're going to do what I do to have a nice cohesive spread and quickly, that is decorative dating. I do use the hourly formatting on this layout for time blocking my week. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. And what I did in a spread last week was, can I show you what's on here? I don't know if I can show you this. I can't show you, but what I did was I ended up putting the days of the week down at the bottom and the dates up at the top. And I like that because it gave me permission to, instead of using this as just general brain dumping, I actually assigned to-dos for each day down at the bottom. And so having the visual cue of the day of the week down at the bottom just allowed me to continue doing that. Maybe I'll put the dates, the date numbers down at the bottom this time, but that's what I want to do for this week. I want to have my to-dos for each day assigned within the column of the day. Okay, and then this would of course be scheduling and time blocking. So let's just get into it. And these are all very beautiful, soft colors, vinyl material. She uses very excellent repositionable vinyl, much like Hubman and Chub Girl. The quality is really, really good. I like incorporating black. I always think adding black helps a spread. It helps my eyes. And there is very little black here with the exception of these dates. So I think that I want to use these dates, and as such, I'm going to have them be the start of the incorporation of black. So in order to do this, I need to pick out a washi tape that is going to help me incorporate black. And then to do that, I'm going to pull out my drawer of textures, black and white textured pieces. I also have, I keep forgetting, but I do have tip-in tape that is, I mean, basically clear. And this might be an easy and subtle way to add some black on here without it being like white paper. So I think we should try that today. I haven't done this yet. So tip-in tape is from Lauren Phelps Designs. This polka dotted one is in collaboration with Amy Tangerine. And the idea is that this tape is just meant to be a way to add in sheets of paper or like journaling pieces. And there's no reason why you couldn't use it like washi tape. Now, it's going to have a little bit of a shine to it, which might bother me. But this is going to be such an easy way to add some texture. So we're going to go ahead and use the tip-in tape like washi tape. So if you have this tip-in tape, don't be afraid to just use it like regular washi tape. What makes it different is that the backing, well, one, it's got a backing on it, but two, if I can lift this off, the backing is split in half so that you can actually lay this down in phases. So you can see it's got half removed, and I'm going to remove the other half so it's all sticky. And I don't think this is going to be repositionable. So you've got one shot to make this happen. Now, before I do this, I think we should white out the dates because this is a transparent tape. So I don't want to have stuff shining underneath it or showing underneath it. So just taking a hybrid correction tape. I mean, we could take out the gray as well. Should I just do the whole thing? Let's do the whole thing. If it'll let me. I'm doing this one hand, like I feel like I need my other hand to be a gripper here. Wow, I'm just not doing this nicely at all. But I do like this correction tape. I'm just doing a terrible job with its application. That'll work. And the tape is gonna obviously seal down that correction tape. So I'm not worried if it's sticking up. Yeah, definitely smart to take that out. I'm going to trim or cut off the tip and tape right at the seam here, just so it lays down evenly. And then I'm going to continue the tape as close to that center as possible. And lay that all the way down. Now already we are adding a pop of black, which I really feel like this needs. So very happy with that touch. And I kind of like that it's clear tape versus like the washi material that has a little bit of opacity to it. I'm going to keep this piece just in case I want to use it. Or, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say I want to use it. And I'm going to throw this down here. And let's use a knife to trim it right at the hourly time blocking right there. So that's just for this little section. And I could cut it in half maybe to make a narrower one. And I'm going to run this up at the top. So I just cut it in half and we'll just lay it down like this. And again, trim it right before the hourly time blocking for Monday. All right. We've got some black and white just to make things pop a little bit more. And so this is very kind of pastel-y. We've got a couple of different aesthetics here. We've got like the home furnishing stuff, and then we have like florals and whatnot. And I don't know which route I want to take. It's giving spring cleaning vibes with the home stuff. So I kind of want to stick to the succulents and the florals. Here's the succulent sheet. Pull this guy back out a little bit. Succulents, then here's like the home stuff. Although this day I am getting the keys to our new house. So I think we should use one of these icons, but for the most part, maybe stick to the plants. Then we've got the florals, and then we have our functional stuff. Oh, and then, yeah, home. Not just a place of feeling. No place like home. Oh, this kind of works. Although now I kind of want to save some of these for the week that we actually move into the house. So I'm going to try to, I don't know, not use all the things. I also, I think I want to lay my days of the week down first and my dates just to get a sense for, no, we got to add some florals. We got to do some deco first. Okay, I'm going to add some plants. And these are, I'm going to keep most of my decorations up at the top, I think, for this week. And we're going to do a mix of different styles of plants, different heights of plants, and the flowers. And then we'll layer the days of the week on top. And I think I can go be up a little bit higher. Trim this guy off a little bit. And go up a little bit. How are you guys doing? I'm currently amped on life. I think I'm running on adrenaline at this point. I feel like every time I start a new video, I'm like, in case you didn't know, we're in the middle of buying a house, moving into a house, all the things. Technically, March 30th, we get the keys. And then over the next 2 weeks, we'll be kind of moving stuff over. And then our first night in the house is going to be, I think, the 18th of April. Something like that. So, very exciting things. Now, I have a striped pot right here, so I don't want to do another striped pot again. Let's try to find another style of pot. We already have that kind of guy. That one's got a stripe. Let's do this one. So we'll layer these guys first. And then I want to add some fun florals. I always like to do something kind of special around Easter. So, but you know what? We were trying to figure out if we wanted to try and attend a Saturday service instead of a Sunday, just to, you know, keep the seats open for other folks. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's highly likely we'll go to church on Saturday. Oh, do I this is hard. I guess I could decorate as if we're doing it on Sunday, and then I could move it later or back to Saturday. I need to talk to Josh about what he wants to do. What I'm going to do is add a bunch of florals here. Make it very Eastery. Like this. Keep it nice and pretty. And I'm clustering everything to where like the ends meet in the middle, because I'm going to put a sticker right there. So I'm not too worried about like if that looks good or not. Let's make sure that we do. I'm going to add one of these box stickers. Do we do yellow or pink or green? Let's go with green. One of these guys. And I'm going to put this right in the middle and just block it off for Easter. A little bit crooked, but that's okay. So we've got Easter covered. I still want to add some florals, pretty florals. Then we'll add our days of the week, and then we'll do dates down at the bottom. I think that would work just fine. That there. Let's do a yellow sprig. This way? This way? I feel like we should go this way. Once we add the final touch with the day of the week, this will look better or look more finished. But right now it just looks like these guys are floating. And it's because they are, but just trust the process, my friends. I feel like we need a little bit more, maybe here. Okay, so we've just added some decorative elements. This is such an easy way to decorative date or to decorate a planner spread. If you are new to planning and you're new to adding like creative elements to it, don't be overwhelmed. Lay a piece of washi down, lay some decorative elements on top, and then add your dates on top of that, and your margin is going to look so pretty. I'm going to put the days of the week up at the top, and then I'm going to put the dates down at the bottom. And we actually technically have plenty of dates here for a full month, but I could also replicate and do Monday and Monday. Like I could do the days of the week twice if I wanted to. I'm going to use the longer skinny ones, or do we want to do the big old dots? The dots might be kind of fun. If we did the dots, then we could do the dates and replicate the day of the week again, like next to the horizontal ones. What do we think of that idea? Let's try this and hope we can reposition if it's not feeling right. I'm going to go down a little bit lower into the 6 o'clock time block. And I don't love this floral here. Now that we see that the Tuesday that we're going to use is also that kind of taupey color, I'm going to change that out to a, oh, that's also too close. I need some contrast. So let's go with, I guess this one here. No, I think we want to go that way. And then go there. We'll see how this looks. Krissy's stickers are repositionable. Now we've got this guy here. Oh. I think I'm gonna go with it though. I might regret that. It might get moved. We'll just see. So we've got Thursday, Friday. This guy needs to go down a little bit lower. Oh yeah, these move so easily. Love that for us on a day of indecision. And Saturday, this guy's gonna get totally hidden. So I'm actually gonna take it off. I'm not sure it's necessary. Save that for another day. And then, oh, we've got another color match situation here. Lift this guy back up. And maybe we go with this one. That's better. And that works for me. Okay, so we've got our days of the week. Definitely cut that crooked. It's okay. And then what I was saying was I want my to-do list for the week to continue on down here. So I want to see what this will look like if I do that on purpose like this. I feel like we need another washi, like a thin washi. So I don't have a lot of thin washi, but let's see. This is kind of a neutrally, or that could be a, do like a peachy pinky. Let's try that one. See how that looks. This is going to give us a nice line, and we could do some polka dots on it as well. But let's lay this down first and see how I feel about it. It's a little peachy. Peachy tones are not my favorite, but they are very, Eastery, so let's see if we can get that to work. So got a little peachy tone. Do we add a little bit? I feel like we don't need this since we're going to be adding some black via the numbers. So let's just see. I feel pretty good about that. And actually, I don't need the 10 o'clock hour. So I'm going to go up higher, actually. So it's within, so I can understand these as going together. So the 30th, and then Tuesday is the 31st. So we'll just do some layering. And then I think I need to lay the days of the week down first. They have different amounts of margin based on this, you know, how the spelling is, or how much is, I mean, they're all the same length, but yeah, I think I need to do them all individually because I want to make sure that the date covers up the 10 o'clock time blocking. So we'll have to do these individually. That exhale. Can you feel it? My exhale. I am really in this season struggling to see past my own circumstances. And I don't want to be like that. Not in like a bad way, but just in a, like at my small group last week, we were talking about like, you know, what are areas where we're feeling called to serve or to give, not just because it's the right thing to do, but just because we know that's what we're made for. And we were kind of going around the room talking about it. I was like, I just feel like I'm in a season of needing to tend to my own garden. And it's hard to be thinking about how I can be serving others when I'm holding on just to get through my own stuff and this big transition for my family. I'm also, just really, it's not just like moving, I'm just thinking about like the transition for my dog and what's it going to be like for my daughter waking up in a new house, and our doors are not directly across from each other. They're down the hallway. So I'm thinking about myself a lot and my own family right now. And I think my small group was very encouraging and noting like, hey, this isn't a season. This is a season where you need to be asking for help. Maybe be the recipient of help versus like feeling like you've got to sacrifice, you know, a lot for other people. Maybe this is where you accept help from others. And I think that's true. It's very hard for me to accept help. Now, we are going to put some things on the calendar that I want to log for the week. So we are going to actually do some planning in this, but I am just wanting to, I don't know, have fun with this process. So I do want to log I don't know, like something significant. I don't know. I don't like the yellows here, but I do want to use a cute sticker to log that we're signing and getting the keys on the Monday. So, I mean, maybe here. I have a feeling that when we do the documents, we sign the documents and we get the keys, we're going to want to go over to the house and like walk around, do stuff. So it's going to end up eating a pretty big portion of the day. So I could like block off a good portion and maybe do like what I'm doing over here with Easter. Let's lay some florals down so it's kind of popping out from underneath. The flowers are popping out from underneath the home. The other thing I could do, oh, there's these ones. Welcome home. Oh, let's do the welcome home. I wonder if there's a way, but the welcome home could also be good for April 18th. That actually fits better. Does it fit better? Does it go there? No, I kind of like the other flag. Okay, hold on. Hold on. No, why do I keep grabbing like the same colors? Just do the cluster like this. All right, I'm gonna lay this guy down here. Trying to like have the leaves be in a place that doesn't block my time blocking. Maybe like right there. And let's throw these guys down underneath. I'm liking the, laying the foundation of flowers and then laying that guy down. This is the first time in my life at the age of, how old am I? 42. First time in my life that like I'll be buying a refrigerator. Like every place that we've moved to has had a refrigerator. And I was like, babe, can we buy like a new refrigerator? I'm not opposed to gently used items, but just for once, I was like, can we go to a store and look at all the refrigerators and then just pick one out that we like, that nobody else has ever owned before? I'm just cutting out the inside here because I want it to look like those flowers are really coming in. Can you guys see what we're doing? Are we focusing okay? There we go. So I'm just cutting out that centerpiece and then I can see the stems coming out. It's a little detail that's not necessary, but it makes me smile. So we're doing it. We got to do that with our washer and dryer as well. And again, I was like, babe, can we get like a new washer and dryer? Can we get Clutch of Pearls front loading? And then can we put a tabletop on top for folding laundry at the laundry area? And I'm just, I'm thankful for the resources that we have to do these sorts of things that I only dreamed of in adulting. I just never imagined, like, I don't know, being at a place where we could do that. And I'm just so happy that we can do that. I want to use this sticker here and it doesn't fit. So, I'm going to cut one side and then I'm going to butt it up. And then I'm going to use a knife to cut the other side. Tweezers to lift it back up. Oh, there we go. I need to stop using this. It makes me nervous. It's a very large blade. I don't know where the lid is. And I have been preferring the Archer and Olive craft blade. So do as I say, use the Archer and Olive craft blade. Don't use this one. I just feel like this is dangerous. I get nervous every time I use it, but I grab what's in front of me. So I need to make sure that's not in front of me. Okay, so we've laid that down. We've got key stuff. I need to look at my catch-all planner to see what else is going on. I know for sure we don't have daycare on Tuesday. So we'll probably take Esther to the new house. She's getting very excited. We've been trying to talk about the house as much as possible so that she can, get familiar with the idea of like moving and being in a new bed and stuff. And she's already talking about it. So I love that for us. Let me go to, just looking for, where's my weekly spread in this Just Scribble for the week of the 30th. You know what? It starts in April. So another spread I need to be working on. I don't think I've done, I haven't written anything down. So Good Friday and Easter, and then there's no daycare on the 31st. So I want to make sure I log that. Oh, the other thing we can do to add more colorful boxes is break out my dash boxes from Mojo Jojo Plans, because I do think that would help. So let me grab my dashed boxes. I think we sold this out, guys. This dashed boxes sticker book. So I do hope that she brings it back because it is fabulous. Use it all the time. I'm going to need another one of these eventually. Peel my tie off. Now I do want to log that on this day, there's no daycare. So I'm going to put this just up at the top here. Dang it. Her stickers are not repositionable. That is my only bummer here. I think I want the T to be on top. Let's try this again. Or I could put the no daycare. Or you know what? This is for hourly time blocking. Remember, we're trying something new. This is where we're doing notes for the day. So technically then, I would put no daycare here as an all-day event, right? Or is this how we're trying to use it this week? I think so. That's an important thing about today. So I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to use a gray. Do we use a gray pen? So I'm just going to put no daycare. Daycare right there, which means my to-do list is going to be a little different. You know what I could also do here? If I could grab them easily is my custom stickers where it's just the writing and it's not on a box, because I kind of don't like the way that this looks. I got to think of another way to do this. I want it to be functional, but I still want it to be cute. So let me peep around my desk for a second and see where all my custom stickers are. Like my washing material stickers from Skosh Paper Co. and, oh, wait a second. Skosh Paper Co. and Coral and Paper. Maybe they're in here. I don't think so. Everything is everywhere all at once. I think these are, oh, these are on my Hub Manage Hub Girl stickers. All right, well, that might have to, do that off camera. Okay, let's go back to the to-dos. So Monday, we know that we are doing the house thing. I need a, sorry guys, I know I'm all over the place. Maybe I'm not going to use a box. I could just put it up here. So we can do, Maybe I'll just do some dashes. I need a place to write. So this is where I love the look, but it can't be a replacement for function. So let me see if I can lift this up, and then maybe I can put a box down and then put the welcome home sticker in a different spot. Let's try this again. I'm gonna go back to the dash boxes. I feel like they might be a little too bold for these florals. I don't know. I mean, I could go right here. And then, do we do it kind of crooked just for fun? Right there. Or will that bother me that it's crooked? Probably. Let me go back to the KrissyAnne Designs stickers. Oh wait, here's the functional boxes. This would add a little bit of punch. Maybe we don't use the dash boxes today. Why don't we just do that? And then that. There we go. A little cluster. Took me an hour to get there, but I think that works just fine. Okay, so closing keys, no daycare, which is an all-day event. So I'm gonna put, and I'm presuming, I haven't tried her boxes before. I'm presuming we can write on them, right? Test. Ooh, hold on, that can't be right. This is a Uniball 1 pen. I would have thought she'd have writable vinyl, right? That can't be right. But we're gonna try an oil-based. There you go. We'll use an oil-based. I'm pretty sure it just needs time to dry and I'm being impatient. So we're gonna do 10 a.m. signing plus keys. Just do that. 10 a.m. signing plus keys. And we're just going to do Easter there. So many stickers I want to use. Let's go back to some of these other sheets. I don't really need this section. I think we can have a little bit of fun here. So should we add some? I know this is really meant to be like a full piece for let's hold off on this. And maybe we just add one of these smaller guys here. I'd love to do like a quote or something. But we could leave it functional, I guess. Just add some glasses. That's cute. We could leave this functional. Why not? Figure out what to write there. Or I could find a quote to put here. Or will that vertical home sticker just put that there? I don't know. It seems kind of bland. What do you think? What do you guys think? It's growing on me the more I look at it. can do it. I'm just going to put this right here. It's kind of clean, actually. Very pretty. Home is repeated twice. Don't love that so close to each other, but I think that's going to be fine. Okay, we've got room down here for additional deco. I want to leave each space open for tasks and to-dos, but I can play here. So I think we want to add, there's some really cute stickers here. I want to use them all. We haven't used any potted or jarred flowers, so I could do some shelves. Let's just play for a second. So if I wanted to go here, we throw that there. We could put some flowers. I think we need to go a little bit lower so they're not running into those succulents. So we'll base this down at the bottom. And I'm going to go all the way across just because I feel like this needs a little bit of grounding. Very tempted to do the same with the spotty dotty kind of tip and tape. So I wonder if I could easily cut a long strip. Let's do that because I think we need a little bit more polka dot. So gonna cut, and then I wonder if you could cut this with a cutting board or a paper cutter. I'm just gonna cut across this whole thing. I can tell I'm not doing it very equally. This is where I would definitely use ripped washi, but because this is basically like Scotch tape, you can't really tear it. It's plastic. But I'll appreciate that it has backing on it because I can do that. It's not going to stick on a bunch of stuff. Okay, so yeah. You know, I'm going to layer it over the washi tape so it doesn't take up too much space. So instead of doing them like stacked, we'll do them on top of each other. Yes, ma'am. Now this is going to be hard to remove the backing because it's not cut evenly. So pardon me as I do a little bit of tape surgery here to find that split. There we go. And then the other side right there. All right. Normally I don't change like systems. So I stacked them before, so really I'm not someone that would typically change things up by layering them. But that just feels right for the bottom, so I'm doing it. Do what you want. No rules. I mean, there are rules I have for myself when it comes to decorative stuff. Like, I like doing things in threes and how I layer things. They're like my personal code. If you're a Dexter watcher. Got my own code for how I do things, but honestly, at the end of the day, don't let me tell you what you should and shouldn't do. You do you, boo. I think we're gonna do just 2 there? Sure. And I'm gonna do 1 more. Do this one over here. Highly unlikely we will be doing a ton of stuff on Sunday, so I don't need to worry about taking up a lot of space. I feel like we're gonna need, now that I'm like thinking of this as my to-do list for each day. I think we're going to need a little bit of structure. And I could use a pen, or I could use bullet stickers. I'm tempted to use bullet stickers, but that means needing bullet stickers that are going to match this aesthetic. So, do we want to go deep? Do we want to do that? Do we want to add pink over here as a side note? Sorry, I'm just thinking layers. It just popped into my mind. I mean, we could. Sure. Or do we do a quote? Maybe we do a quote. I think I've got faith-related Eastery quotes in one of my AmberPlansHerday sticker books. And I am dropping washi tape. I want there to be a faith element. So we have rainbow pastel boxes from, are there any bullets in here? That would have been a nice match. That is from Plananything. No, but what I want is, I need to look for my AmberPlansHerday. Oh, I hope I didn't pack them yet. Let's see. I see dates. I see boxes. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Journaling boxes. I need a faith quote. Big time. Hold on. I have one more place I think I can look. I'm going to step away from my desk. You're still going to hear my voice. If I didn't say this at the beginning of my videos, or at the beginning of this video, I don't edit them. So everything is in live real time. And that means when I need to find something, y'all get to listen to me find it. Okay, so I have my faith sticker books, journaling essentials, faith essentials, and I have two. I'll grab just one of the Blooming Faith from Live Love Posh. I think that's going to be nice for a quote there. So just give me a hot minute. Bible Journaling Essentials Volume 2. Okay, so these are... He is risen. Hold up. I'm going to lift up this sticker. And we'll see how this fits. Might be a bit of a squeeze, but I love that. I wonder if she did smaller versions of these. I can't remember. He is risen. Hold on. Let me see if there's a different He is risen that might be. Oh man, I forgot how good this sticker book is. And she's got, there's color on here. So, oh, and some of these, oh my gosh. Well, this is, I'm so glad I pulled out these sticker books and they weren't packed away. Because I forgot how great, especially for Easter's, how great these are. And honestly, some of these colors I think will match just fine. I kind of like the Not Perfect Just Forgiven for Good Friday. And let's see if there's any. Hold on, I'm doing a little bit of. Oh my gosh, I totally you guys. Okay, well, let's go back. We've got some pretty traditional like crosses here. And I could, for Good Friday, actually, lay this here. And yeah, I really like the colors. Hold on. The other sticker book I have from Amber, she's the only one other than the Live Love Posh that has done faith sticker books in a way that I'm like, like I can easily incorporate these into my plans. And I love when our faith can integrate into, well, it should integrate into, okay. It is finished. Perfect. Dude, I am loving, and look at how we are adding black into, more black into the spread, which I really wanted to do. It is finished. I want the cross to be seen pretty clearly, so we'll do it that way. I'm not too worried about Friday afternoon and what we might be putting there. What was I saying about these faith sticker books? I can't remember. I don't know. They're just encouraging. They are relevant to my life. And when I incorporate them into the everyday moments, I just feel so grounded. Okay, so going back to, dude, a lot can happen in 3 days. Dude, these are bangers. I kind of, man, I like that it is finished, but like, I don't know, I kind of want to go aggressive. A lot can happen in 3 days. Oh my gosh. Dare we? Yep, we do. We do. We are blowing up this week with Easter. I kind of was struggling with like how to make it Easter, but like, yeah. But then I wanted to use this collection because I thought it was really pretty. Okay, now I think the He Is Risen is going to be too big. So, sorry, this is what's going to take the most time, is these quotes. What I actually wanted to do, though, was look for pastel bullets. That was the original plan. I think we're just going to have to use a dot pen. Okay, so here's a smaller He Is Risen. This will work. Not that he rose at 12 p.m. on a Sunday, but this is symbolic, okay? Symbolic. We do, yeah, family time Sundays anyway, so even if we decided to go to church on Saturday, this is still, I'm happy to have that blocked off. Okay, I do feel like we need to add a little quote here. So let's go back to, and I like the black quotes, frankly. I was thinking I would use one of these ones because these colors are really pretty, but I love that having hope will give you courage. I'm pretty sure I said this in a reel I did not too long ago on Instagram. Not perfect, just forgiven. I like that. Are these colors going to match? It still gives me a little bit of black. It's a little bit long. A little bit too wide, I guess is the right word. Wow, this video is getting long. I'm sorry, guys. I thought this was going to be a pretty short video. I'm getting distracted by oh yeah, there were all kinds of stickers. This vibe, not as much my vibe, but the black quotes with just kind of non-religious or non-super themed stickers is, I like it. It's definitely my style. Let's go back to this. This one had the black quotes, right? With his love, he will calm all your fears. I like that. I have a lot of fears going into buying this house. With his love, he will calm all your fears. I like that. So we can do that one. The stars were made to worship, so will I. Grace is enough. So now I'm just looking for a phrase or a quote that I like and that will fit right here. And it kind of makes me want to change this out as well. Or at least swap it maybe. Do like a cluster like that. I don't know. We're going to lift this up for a second. I don't want to overly quote this, but let's put this back. I'm not sold on it, and I'm also putting it down crooked. That's still crooked. Oh, you guys, this is hard. I need to finish this up. Hold on. I mean, I'm always a big fan of Choose Joy. And I think I can get that to fit. When in doubt, use a joy sticker. That's what I say. Choose Joy. And you know, we could do Who God Says I Am. And I could list here those things, the words that call out to me the most. And just see what this looks like. Loved. Forgiven's going to be a long one. Is it going to fit? It is going to fit. Forgiven. Protected. I mean, these are all good. I like treasured, but I like saved as well. Forgiven, protected, saved, strong, created with a purpose. Can I get this to fit? Created with a purpose. It is full, friends. It is full. Do we like it? That's a lot. I think once I start filling things in with black pen, I think it'll settle in a little bit more. Still struggling with this cluster here. I'm gonna try one more time to mess with it. I think it just needs to be a box. Maybe just a regular box, black box. So let's grab this neutrals. Could grab this gray box. I want this to be hanging, but I feel like this is gonna look better clustered up here. So we're just gonna do that. And we'll do closing. Closing day. I'll know what time that's at. I want a bone to press in all of my clear stickers. Now that I've done this, I've introduced the gray box. Let's do a dark gray box for the no daycare day. And I am going to put it right here. No daycare. And trying to think what else is going on. I'm going to grab my dot pens. Let's do that next to create a little bit of structure for my to-dos for the week. And I can't find my gray dot pen, and I don't know if this oatmeal color is going to be a good matchy match. So we're going to swatch this out and see how it looks. I mean, it's kind of boring, but this would work. So I am guessing there's going to be very little for me to do on Monday because I think we're going to be in house mode. Like, we have the keys. Oh, let's go over here and do this and that. So I'm just going to add some spaced out dots. Maybe just 4 or 5. We'll do 5. And then with no daycare, again, not really going to have a ton of time to do stuff. So I'm going to just do 3 dots that day. Then Wednesday, I'm going to have to get down to work. So I'm going to do a lot. I'm planning for the first really to be if I have to go into the Thursday, I will. These are my final filming days for the month of April because then I need to get to focusing on housing stuff. And then the rest of this weekend is family stuff. So I don't want to put tasks here. I mean, I can log what we do, maybe, just so that there's some, maybe space it out a little bit more. Space it out a lot more. And with Sunday, I'll just do 3. So I've got my tasks that can be allocated to the week or to each day in the week. And then I can't think of anything else scheduling wise for this week, other than no daycare and closing. That's at a specific time. Because this is not a specific time, that's why I dropped it down there. Can't remember if I said that. Okay, I think I'm going to call it good for now. Friends, what did we do? Well, we spent an hour trying to figure out how I wanted to decorate this spread. I feel like we should add a little bit more floral action. Actually, let me just be ridiculous and go back to these guys. This is a bit bold for me. Like, I kind of wish I had done one quote, maybe like right here. But other than that, I think this is quite appropriate for the week. And it makes me happy. I'm going to add some miscellaneous deco elements. Oh, I mean, I know that I do have some things I can add because I know probably going to have small group on Monday. And then so small group typically falls out here. So let me add these other things. So small group, and then Josh has a book club here. And when he does book club, my mom and I watch TV together. We have like a girls' TV night. We watch Survivor. So I'm going to lift this up. I've already kind of pressed it into the paper with the bone, but we'll just do that anyways. And then he also has a book club. That one happens a little bit earlier on the Wednesday. So anything confined to time, I am putting in a box. And this is another night where I hang out with my madre. So let's add these items in, and then I'll feel like I have a full grasp on the week. Okay, so this is small group. Do we do our lettering a little bit different? No. Small group. We'll just keep it in caps. Small group. This is book club. And this is Bible study. There. Okay, so those are on. Okay, last thing, then we will be done. Let's add a little bit more deco in areas where I don't think we're going to need to fill in the space. So that would be like, I don't know, a little bit of something right there. And small group can have a little leafy leaf right there. Maybe that's all we do. I don't want to overdo it. I'm already feeling like this guy's pretty full. I think we're going to call it. Call out boxes. I've got room. And my tasks I'll do at the bottom. Okay, now I'm officially done. All right, the deco stickers that we used are from KrissyAnne Designs. The collection is CAD JK007, and then I used various sheets from that 007. And then I used clear quotes from one of AmberPlansHerday sticker books. Now I can't remember which it was. If it was the Bible Journaling Essentials or Bible Journaling Volume 3. I don't remember, but any of her faith sticker books are great if they're still in stock. And then I used the Lauren Phelps Designs tip-in tape as washi tape to add a little bit more black into the spread. And then I used some thin washi that I happen to have in my collection to kind of add a little bit more color. If you have any questions about the stuff that I used today, leave them down below. Though I will be delayed in responding to comments in YouTube basically over the course of April, since I'll be moving. As if I haven't said that enough. All right, friends. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I will leave all of the shops linked down in the description box. If I have a discount code, I will leave that in the description box as well if you want to pick any of these items up. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to hang out with me again, I sure hope that you do. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, friends, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today. And He is risen indeed. I'll see you in my next video.